ask you this. Is there no greater feeling in the world than syncing up with a client, completing a real estate transaction, and getting that commission check? Is there no better feeling in the world than getting paid for what you just did for your client? I mean, that rush is phenomenal, right? And so most people then think, well, gosh, that was fun. How can I get more of that? How can I get more of those checks coming in? And so it is not uncommon at all for a brokerage to lose agents either at the first of the year or when their license renewal comes up. And the first of the year is because, as we all know, the local realtor board hits you with, Q1 MLS fees plus next year's board dues, right? Well, then when license renewal comes up, and if you're in your first 2 years, you need 98 hours to renew your license in Texas. In other states, it's different, but in Texas, it is 98 hours. And then if you leave that to the last minute, that can become very daunting. Well, the reason why people just decide to abandon their license is because they have forgotten that rush of getting that payment, or they have not gotten to closing yet. And so they feel discouraged. And so my message today is that if that's you, then there's a possibility that you're not treating your real estate business like a business. Now, the barrier to entry to get a real estate license, many could argue that it's low. All you need to do is pay a little money, read a bunch of content, take a test, and you have this unlimited amount of ability to earn money. But most people don't think of their real estate business as a business. And so if you only have one closing a year, then my advice is to set aside money to pay for keeping your license active and keeping that engine going so that you can get more of those checks. And I think that the crossroads people come to when their license comes up for renewal or the first of the year comes is they mistakenly think that by letting their license go inactive, that that's a financial win for them, or maybe they just don't want to do the courses that it takes to renew their license. Well, the hidden message in all that is that it is much better to have an active real estate license than not. You never know where your next lead is going to come from. Your neighbor could walk up to you and say, "Hey, I remember you telling me a while back that you were in real estate. We're now ready to list our home. Can you help us with that?" What are you going to do if your license is inactive? What are you going to do if your license is inactive and you still have all that CE to complete? So my message today hopefully is inspirational in that if this is you, you need to start treating your business like a business. The big fat check that you get from a closing, not all that should go to your checking account. It should go to some other place where it's stashed away so you can pay for either your CE that you need or the fees that you have to pay at the first of the year. That is what keeps this engine going so that you can get commission after commission after commission, year after year after year.